Hi, Bloody Recapped here. Today I'm going to talk about the comedy of 2014, Sex Tape. Keep your eyes open and stay focused. Annie tells the story of how her husband looked at her naked body the first time, then the second time, when they even forgot to close the dorm door. And can you imagine what it's like to leave the door open? In those days, Jay had an erection absolutely everywhere and for any reason, so for the next few months they walked around sweaty and satisfied, making love wherever the fantasy would allow. But one family night, she announced that she was pregnant and they were expecting a baby. Dad immediately predicted their farewell to bedtime bliss, but they weren't about to give up. Then the fateful day happened after that. There were many attempts, but the baby kept screaming and getting in the way. Okay, there were attempts when there was one child, but when there were two, alas, it was no longer possible. And now she remembers how her husband reacted the last time he saw her naked, or rather, not at all. So she publishes a post to the mommy site with the main question: how do I get it all back? Jay calls the kids to get ready for school. Clive finishes his presentation at his dad's laptop. Annie is packing and Clive and Neil are ready for school. And when they go outside, Annie says she can't believe she's selling her blog for good money today. Clive is already calling his dad because he might be late for school, but he is wondering to Annie when they will make love already. She promises Thursday, but now she has to run. Jay brings the kids to school. Neil bored everyone with the fact that life repeats itself. Annie is in the middle of a job interview and the owner of Paper's company is thrilled with her posts and offers to be the face of their company, which will produce heartfelt posts for overstaying moms. At this time, Jay has already arrived at work and is discussing his friend's new girlfriend, with whom he feels some kind of connection, but it turns out she just dropped his boobs yesterday. The girl brings Jay the new iPads he ordered for work, to sync them with the iCloud, so it's easier for him to store his work files. Annie calls him to tell him that she was hired after all and now they will have a lot of money. Jay offers to celebrate. Annie offers to take the kids to the park, but that is obviously not what Jay wants to hear, but he agrees. He arrives home and notices a suspicious silence. A hot Annie shows up behind him and tells him that she took the kids to her mom's sleepover, so they are alone all night. Jay thinks this is her best idea. In the bedroom, he tries to get her off rollers, but when he pulls, she falls over. The heat is gone a little, but they still want to do it. It's been so long that they've already forgotten how to kiss. That doesn't stop them and they get into bed where it all works out. They share touching conversations and Annie suggests they do it in the kitchen. But when their joints start to hurt, they move to the couch, where unfortunately things go sour. Jay offers to drink tequila and then play as the main forwards in a basketball league. Annie finds his new tablet and while he's talking about its features, she suggests he make his own adult film, an offer Jay is only too happy about. They are going to repeat all the poses from that thick book. Jay greets the camera and introduces his wife. They pick the first pose and get down to business, and in the morning they exchange compliments with each other about their hot night and Annie asks that the tape be erased so no one will ever see it again. After a while they are celebrating the kid's birthday comes in son Bill Howard, who acts a little arrogant to Jay, and after the party Jay gets a message thanking him for their video. He doesn't understand what it is and is told it's their home video. Then he remembers how many iPads he's given away that are connected to the same iCloud and quickly heads to the computers. It turns out it was sent to everyone on the local network. The sounds from the beginning of the clip are heard by Annie, and Jay tells it like it is. She scolds him in the bedroom, and remembers that she gave the owner of Paper a tablet to watch her presentations. But Jay thinks no one has watched it yet after all. He gives the iPad to everyone, even the mailman for Christmas. Annie offers to call the number the text came from, but there's an answering machine asking to leave a message. Jay asks to call back and they hang up. Annie calls her mother and asks her to come over right now to see the kids and grab her iPad. And they remember that their son also has an iPad. Annie grabs it and throws it out the window. Mom arrives. Jay snatches her tablet and deletes the video. Then they head out for the rest, leaving Mom with the kids. Jay is outside picking up the tablet, saying that these things are unbreakable. In the car he tells her that he gave not only his iPad but also his cool playlist as a gift. He installed a new program that apparently started sending out his files to everyone. No one can unload anything from the iCloud. It's a mystical place. The phone gets a text from that number asking them to guess who it is. They think it's Tess and head to her, but on the spot, it doesn't seem to be them. Then Jay asks for an iPad supposedly to have the documents he needs. And Bobby jokes that they're making a porno. Jay asks, so were they watching it after all? And Bobby says he was joking. Then they go in and tell them how it was. And Bobby is shocked that they did it for 3 hours. Annie tells them that the owner of Paper has the video and is so worried about her image, and Tess remembers that her sister works for him as a florist and knows his address, so they head over there. Bobby makes a fool of himself who doesn't want to give up the iPad because he has a lot of his music there, but eventually he pulls it out of his pants and gives it to Jay. They arrive at Hank's mansion, but Tess and Bobby stay in the car, and they're going to break into the mansion saying that Jay has diarrhea. Hank opens the door and greets their family. They start lying to him about raising money for a charity for kids with big kidneys. Hank asks to come in while he finds his checkbook, and Annie sends Jay to the bathroom for his diarrhea. He runs into his office while Hank turns on all the heavy rock and offers Annie a drink. She compliments him on his painting, and Jay rummages through the shelves looking for a clipboard, but a sheepdog comes running to him. Hank shows the amazing things in his house, and Jay climbs up the stairs from the dog. She grabs his leg and Jay knocks her out with a book, but as he walks out into the hallway, behind him the doorknob opens and the dog returns, at which time Hank has a heart-to-heart with Annie and he offers her a sniff, which he usually does while the family is away. But Annie thinks this is some kind of test and Hank claims that he only wants to be friends. Then he's about to go after Jay, but she immediately asks to carry the flower. Jay knocks the dog out with a treadmill and Annie is already in the process. Hank shows her the tattoos no one knew about, and Jay tries to ask Siri how to resuscitate the dog, but she immediately attacks him and he runs out into the hallway, closing the door behind him. The doorbell rings. It turns out to be Tess and Bobby talking nonsense to Hank, thinking they are helping Jay and Annie. In the bedroom, Jay finds a new weapon and tries to distract the dog, but unfortunately it's all in vain and he kicks him out. While the guys are still talking at the door, saying they're from a charity that collects iPads, Hank says he just happens to have one lying around, and behind Annie, Jay is seen falling down with the dog. Hank makes sure Annie doesn't need it and gives it to the guys, saying he hasn't had time to watch anything there. They grab the tablet and leave, as immediately bloody Jay returns, and the dog obeys the Hakuna Matata command and runs to the spot. Jay says he has epilepsy in addition to diarrhea, so the dog saves him, and Annie tries to tell them it's time for them to go. Hank says they sniff the track and he gives her a pipe, and after puppy dog eyes, they hug tight and Jay and Annie leave. They argue outside and Jay tells them that he saved the video on purpose, because it was the best night of his life and he wanted to keep it. And they notice the guys in the car having fun. When they get inside, Billy says they watched the video and it turned them on because of their cool love and beautiful figures. Annie asks everyone to forget the night and demands aspirin and a toilet. They arrive at Tess and Billy's house. When everyone breaks up, Howard asks if he got his message, but Jay can't believe it. Howard says Jay's ass is now in his hands. Howard puts their video on the website and it will be there tomorrow morning. If Jay doesn't want it there, let him give $25,000 cash so Howard can buy himself a horse. At home, Jay calls Bobby to tell him that Howard is blackmailing him, but Bobby doesn't believe it, covering that it's just a kid, and reminds him about tomorrow's prom and how flexible Annie is in the video. Annie sees her mother off, and when she asks what happened to them, Annie replies that she wants to take some news with her to the next world. Jay checks the website where the video was supposed to go out, but Annie shows up. Jay tells her that he successfully managed to remotely erase the tape from the mailman's iPad, but there's bad news. Howard blackmails him into posting the video unless they give him $25,000. Jay has found many of the same videos, and he's sure everyone wouldn't want their video to be seen by the boss or the meat vendor, but they just don't pay attention to the people around them, so should they? And it's also probably hard to recognize them there because of the camera. Annie replies that Hank the stoner might not care, but Hank the principal paper certainly cares about this kind of thing, and Jay tells him what kind of tool he found in his bedroom. Jay suggests that if he can't remove the video, he'll put up with it and leave it there, but first it's worth seeing what's even there. Jay sits down to watch the 3-hour movie and Annie watches his reaction from the sidelines. Jay suddenly jumps up and says we have to delete the video. It's really scary, and Annie is the bomb as always. She has a plan. They look up the address on the website and go to the servers to ask the guys to delete the video or slip them money for it. But there's one problem: the kids. You can't call mom anymore, so they take them with them. They arrive at the address, but no one opens. When Clive comes out, Jay says it's about to be a game of breaking and entering and crashes his car into the door, going inside with the kids. They come to the servers where Annie says she underestimated the scope of the site. Jay hits the server and the alarm goes off. Then they are about to bolt, but are met by the owner. They think Jay and Annie are from their competitors' sites and try to guess, but among a huge number of attempts, Jay answers none. He tries to explain what's going on and the boss realizes that they uploaded their video to his site and tried to destroy it. Just then the kids show up and call her Annie. The boss's girlfriend recognizes her as Annie J from the Mammy site, and it turns out she's a longtime fan and she begs them to forgive her. They take it upon themselves to draw with the kids while Annie and Jay chat with the boss. They could have just texted him and he would have removed the videos. They get 1,000 clips a day, so they have no deficit. He says that these videos are not made by those whose family is doing well, rather they have forgotten why they are sleeping with each other. And Annie and Jay understand everything. They are owed $15,000 for the repairs in total. It's dawn on the way out, and they remember they have a prom. They arrive home and pack quickly. At school, Clive runs backstage while the hall waits. Annie and Jay go up to the balcony and discuss how it all worked out. They may have to steal Howard's laptop, but all in all it's okay. Jay tells Annie of his true love. They kiss and her mother comes over. On stage, the director offers Clive to speak and he is going to show a presentation. The question remains, film 1 or video 1. Jay has not deleted the video from the laptop. He asks to call 911 and leaves. The guy turns on video 1 and starts Clive's presentation. But Jay does not have time to notice it and falls on top of the laptop. A little later, Jay is lying at home with fractures. The phone rings. It's Howard who calls Clive to go out, but Jay won't let him go. Howard does not like it and comes to Jay for a word. Howard says that Clive is his only friend, so he erased all the copies and this flash drive was the last one. He is ready to give it to protect Clive, but Jay has no idea how hard it is. As they are about to smash the last flash drive, Annie stops him and offers to watch one last time, just rewinding if they don't like something. At first they happily watch the tape, but then they realize it's terrible and get rid of it after all. Support the channel by subscribing, like, and on notifications, because with it you will be the first to know about the video.